Okay. See, I like having a table because I can do this. And it keeps me erect.
I have.
Position-wise, not genital-wise.
I'm feeling like he's recording right now. Are you?
He probably is, yeah.
Yes, you got that on camera.
But,
All right. You wanna start off?
Yeah. Wowzers, guys! It's Jack and it's Sean here at Marvels of the Mind.
Did you say wowzers?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Welcome to Marvels of the Mind. Like you said, I'm Sean Davis.
And I'm Jack, or Pickle Swords.
Or Killer Instinct, or whatever you want.
K what numbers?
K1113 R capital I 521 NCT.
Yes.
We're actually going to try and stay on topic this time. As hard as it will be because K-Fox is not here.
Actually, I'm the one that's been staying on topic lately.
I don't know about that.
But the whole point of the Wowzers, guys, was because we're going back in time, even though that's not a very...
Hey, we talked about that in our last podcast.
But we're going to talk about what we did, what we loved, like nostalgic-wise, as children, up to what we do and what we want to do later on with games.
Oh, the nostalgia.
So you want to start? You did, like as a child, like what's the earliest system you had?
The earliest system I had was the N64. That was the first system that I played. First game-wise that I played was probably Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros.
Mine would have to be. I actually remember having a PlayStation 1. Never knew how to when I was little. I never knew how to hook up things. Like I didn't understand what are these colors for. Yeah. Plug them in things and figure it out.
I always had my brother. Look at him.
Well, I wouldn't have my dad do it because I'm an only child. So, but my dad would hate to do it too. He was like, "Oh God!" And I remember playing back some Crash Bandicoot because we got the PlayStation, not PlayStation, but the Pizza Hut demos.
Oh, I remember.
I love those things.
I always had to give out these little discs.
Yeah. But they stopped doing that, and then I actually moved up to the N64 for Christmas, and I got all excited over that. And I got Pokemon Snap, Stadium, and Super Mario 64. Fun fact, the 64 does not just relate to the N64, but also relates to its being 64 bits for those of you that did not know.
Does rocks float on one?
Didn't know that's what the 64 stood for.
I didn't know.
Really?
Nope.
Well, there you go. It's all 64-bit.
I mean, I played the N64, I played PS1, PS2, NES, SNES, the original Xbox. I played pretty much every system that there is to play.
I have not played SNES. I always want to. Never got the chance.
SNES?
Yeah.
I played the SNES. Yeah. I played NBA Jam, I think was the game. It was the original
sports
NBA
games
Jam.
sucked.
Dude,
those
NBA
games,
Jam.
even
so
games sucked
good.
as sports games. Yeah, I did. But I will admit.
But NBA Jam was like a comedic sports game with announcer Tim Kittredge. He's on fire.
I had one 8-bit game I did like to play that was a sports game was hockey.
Dude, the old NHL.
It was not NHL. It was
NHL.
Yeah, whatever. It was Blades. It was something Blades.
Blades of Glory?
Yeah, Blades of Glory. Oh my God. It's so good.
Not even sure if that's a movie.
Probably not. But, and then after I got the N64, I moved up to the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And I started off with Grand Theft Auto 3.
That was probably my first game.
And the Jack games. Oh, good lord, the Jack games.
Jack and Daxter.
Those were good games.
They were.
Naughty Dog did a great job.
Naughty Dog makes amazing games. Cough, cough, Last of Us, cough, cough. Pretty sure that was Naughty Dog, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
I believe. And then we went to, I got the GameCube. Great game.
I remember getting GameCube for Christmas one year. And I think the first games I got for it were Super Mario Sunshine, which is majorly underrated game.
I understand, I hear people say, "Oh, it's so horrible." When I was little, I wanted it. I wanted to play it.
Dude,
it looks so
Mario
cool.
Sunshine was amazing. And there was that and Double Dash. Double Dash was fun. And Back in the day, whenever I used to go over to my friend Savannah's house and play PS2, and we play like SmackDown versus Raw and like Crash Bandicoot on the PS1 and all.
Those like
all of
the
those
old
good
wrestling.
games.
Oh yeah, I used to play wrestling on the PlayStation 1. Oh god, I'm like sinking down on my seat.
N64, possibly the best wrestling game that's ever been made, was WWF No Mercy. It was the black cartridge.
I remember like they made like special like cartridge colors for certain things.
Legend of Zelda.
Zelda was
Majora's
like
Mask had the gold one.
that was just Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time had gold one.
I think Majora's Mask was bluish or purple.
No,
one of them was
it was a
blue.
gray. I think they both had a gold one.
Did it?
They might have.
That's one thing I think that like if Nintendo was to make something, they need to make a plug-in. The plug-in, but it's just like it's the docking station for the 64 games.
Like a USB sort of deal.
Yeah, and you just like you dock it and you can play it with the Wii controls. Well, you
they
just
have
use your
the
normal-
classic.
Yeah, you can use like the classic. Then they make a N64 classic controller.
Yeah.
I mean, they could. I mean, you know how much money they would sell for that? For a nostalgic value of that.
Because you can get Mario Kart for the Wii, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Like you can get a couple
The
of
old
old
version.
games. I know you can get like Star Fox and Ocarina of Time and stuff. And then moving up to whenever we actually knew how to play games and stuff.
And like hook them up ourselves.
Yeah, hook them up ourselves.
Actually, I was still on the PlayStation 2 for a long time. PlayStation 2 and this GameCube for a long time. Until 2008.
I was only on the GameCube and maybe the PS2 because the PS2 was my brother's and GameCube was actually like mine.
GameCube.
That was my
Those things
first.
were indestructible.
That was my first system.
Like the way it was built, it had a handle in the back. Like it was, you could take it.
You could take it and do a bank robbery with it.
He's
Just
like,
slam someone over the face with it, and then sit down and play Mario Kart.
The worst thing about them was when you got a Wii, because actually I got a Wii before I got an Xbox.
I didn't get an Xbox 360 until it was probably.
Mine's on, I've had my Xbox for very long. Well, I guess it's pretty much close to. I've had my Xbox for long.
I've
I
had
just don't
Xbox
think about
Live
it.
for 2 or 3 years now, and I've had my Xbox 360 for 4 years, 3 years, something like that. It's really fun. I barely had any game. I had what's the game called? MX versus ATV or something like that.
My first Xbox game was Pure. And Lego
Pure,
Batman.
that's what it was.
Pure. Oh,
yeah,
that
I got
was so
the
fun.
combo.
Oh yeah, same here with the Elite.
Yep,
Oh, Elites.
classic Elite. Still haven't got a Red Ring of Death.
Same here. People were like, oh, those are the worst of them. Actually, fun fact, the ones that got took off the market were the Pro models. And those are the ones that always got the Red Ring of Death.
Elites for life.
Yeah, you have a new Xbox. You have the Slim. Oh, I thought you had a Slim.
No, I have
sweet.
the Elite.
My tray kind of sick sometimes. So I have to tap it. Like, dude, you yell at me because I have to tap it. But if there's no disc in there,
At least we don't Gavin free it. Like no, whenever
Like-
he puts in his game, he like opens up the tray and then you see it and go. And like whenever he puts the disc in, he goes and just shoves the disc tray in.
Oh, dude.
And like you see Jeff just kind of go, no.
like it has a sensor where if you touch it, it'll go in if you nudge it a little bit because it's a safety thing.
I got Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, which amazing game by the way.
It's online only, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still really fun. I got it and I opened up my disc tray and I have it set vertically like that. And like I opened up my disc tray and it came out and I put the disc in. And
This is
as soon as I hit
disc
the button, the disc started to drop and stuck in there. I was like, no! And like,
Oh, I've had
pulled
that
the
happen.
disc
Like
out.
I've had like the disc like get lost, just like at an angle. And it's like, oh god.
I pulled the disc out and then I clicked the button to open up my tray again. And all it was and it wouldn't open. I was like, oh god.
Good old tap.
Hang on a second, guys. Turned it off. Put it sideways and then it opened finally. And
mean,
it's just been sideways ever since.
I asked my Assassin's Creed 2 disc. Luckily, I had saved it to my hard drive before I had done this. I was stupid and wasn't paying attention. I didn't know that the Xbox would be only turned on one side for some reason, and I actually turned on the wrong side. And it has like the two rings on it now from the eye, so it sucks. So I just have the disc in it. So I haven't played Assassin's Creed 2 for a while.
What was it? Brandell, the OG honey badger on my friends list. What he does is he modifies a lot of his stuff in his house to where he can like be on the 360, the One, his PS3, his computer, his iPod, his iPad, and his phone, and everything, and lag everyone out on his house. And like, I remember the first day he got his Xbox One, he got Call of Duty Ghosts with it. And he was on Xbox 360 too, and he was just talking to us. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to play Ghosts and stuff." You hear the disc go in like a little, and then all of a sudden you just hear like a blender going off. I'm like, "Oh my God, Brendo, what did you do?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, he cracked open his Xbox, and he's like, "No, holy crap!" We're like, "What?" He's like, he sent us a picture of just him holding his Call of Duty Ghosts in like shattered pieces.
The Xbox did not like it.
I'll lead up to the Xbox.
I have gotten to the point where I don't care. Like, I'm still a big Xbox fan, but really, if you say PlayStation 4 is better or PlayStation 3 is better than Xbox One or Xbox 360, I don't care. Because you know what? They both have their best. They have their benefits in both. And they have great games, so it's the only thing I'm going for now.
So, there's no Wii option on this. There's a Wii U option.
Because Wii has stopped. Because the Nintendo shut down their...
Yeah, they shut down their online
servers.
and everything. But like...
Which is kind of even mad.
It says...
with Pokemon.
It says, games, all games, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii U, PC, 3DS, PS Vita, iPhone and iPod, PS4, and Xbox One. And that's it. So let's start off with PS3. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows comes out on April 15th.
Aren't they making a movie?
Yeah.
How's it going to be done? Is it like
Who's
cartoon?
making it? It's...
Or is it like the
partial
old school?
animated.
Or is
No,
it going to be the old school
it's
like...
be animated. I know that.
I feel like if they went to the old school style with it was like them in costume.
So
that was so
about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Some I'm hearing is they're like Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles now.
Huh?
Is what I think I'm hearing that.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Whoever is wanting to change things that have been the way they are, why? Just why? That'd be like making Master Chief a woman.
Megan Fox is gonna be in the new TMNT movie.
See, she's a pretty girl, but that's all she is. That's all she turned out to be. Like, Transformers, she really did nothing.
Whoopi Goldberg's in it. I'm watching it.
See, Whoopi Goldberg's a pretty woman and a comedian at the same time.
How is...
What?
Oh, never mind. I'll bring it up after the podcast.
This is scary.
Yeah, dude. Tony Shalhoub's gonna be the voice of Splinter.
Who's Tony
Monk?
Shalhoub? Oh! Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, are you talking about the show Monk?
Yeah.
Like, I never watched it, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. It is...
I don't like watching The Office.
Why not?
Just don't. Like the American version. Which you know I don't like British humor anyways. So.
Alright.
Just want to bring it up. Just so people
Yeah,
can hate on me. Because I just don't like it.
Alright.
It's like Doctor Who.
2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil.
Oh.
Hyper Crazy Climber for the PS3.
What?
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know. Give me a minute. It's an action game. It's a PSX action game originally released exclusively in Japan, but is now available on the PlayStation Network.
I feel like that'd be a horrible game.
Why? Because it was only in Japan?
Yeah, because some of them have really poor translation.
Here's a game you're waiting on, Phillip. Backgammon Blitz.
What's it called?
Backgammon Blitz.
What is this?
You've never seen Backgammon?
Oh.
It's like a board game. Oh,
Wow.
there's cheat codes already.
Well, great.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle.
Maybe they should reboot Jack.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 game was so good.
Oh, I heard it was crap.
Whoever said it was crap is crap.
Like, he didn't like it.
Raiden 4 Overkill, Child of Light, Cell Damage HD, Borderlands 2, Sir Hammerlock, and the Son of Cromarax. That comes out in April.
That's on Xbox 360, 1 and 4 and all
And
those.
3, yeah.
So it's all 4 of those main platforms.
Wolfenstein: The New Order comes out in May. That I want to play.
Wolfenstein.
Have you never played Wolfenstein?
No,
How has he never played Wolfenstein?
because I've never played it.
It's like possibly one of the most common games ever to have been played.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. Watch Dogs comes out in May 27th.
Watch it get pushed back.
Nah, dude, I think it's actually coming out this time.
Who runs Watch Dogs? Is it Rockstar?
No.
Okay, that's for some reason I thought it was Rockstar.
It's not 2K, is it? Ubisoft.
Ubisoft? Okay. Oh yeah. Because I always see stuff when I go on Ubisoft, like new stuff on the website. Speaking of Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Unity will be on the Xbox One and PS4, and then Assassin's Creed Comet will be on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Because they're making a break, but they're not going to be like, oh, well, you have to get the new console to play the new game. I guess they're going to 2 branches at this point, which I don't kind of like. But Comet takes place in America. It's a little bit after Edward, and I guess it's not like Edward does make a cameo in it, I guess, but mainly it's a guy that has like defiled, if that's the right word, Adewale,
Yes.
and left, and I don't know, and you're following the side of a Templar, which I guess it'll be interesting. Because, I mean, you only got to see the glimpse of a Templar, but then again, you didn't know that he was a Templar until the very end.
Wow,
of the first
spoiler
section.
alert.
I didn't say what game it was.
You said Edward.
Which one? Templar?
Edward. Anyway.
Actually, Edward screws with your mind.
Yeah,
Like, when you
it
play it, oh, it's a great game, though.
Games coming out for the Xbox. Trials Fusion, which I cannot wait to play, dude.
Trials games are fun.
Dude, they are.
They're a rage quit and a half, but they're good.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Borderlands 2 thing, Child of Light, Wolfenstein, Watch Dogs, Ultra Street Fighter 4. They're still going on with Street Fighter 4. Didn't Street Fighter 4 come out like 5 years ago?
I don't know. I haven't played any Street Fighters.
RBI Baseball, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Phillip.
I actually want to go see the new movie. Even though I have not actually watched How to Train Your Dragon, the first one.
Destiny.
On 360?
Yeah.
What?
361, PS3, and PS4.
Oh, it's all 4?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Speaking of toys, I am the owner of a classic Superstars Jack's Pacific Ultimate Warrior figure. Throwing that out there. Because Ultimate Warrior died Tuesday.
We made like server side or
Huh?
what's Ultimate Warrior?
The Ultimate Warrior. Wrestling legend.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, he died?
Yeah. Here's the weird thing.
Bought it and he died.
About to go on a little rant here. Not like a little rant, but an informative thing. He comes back into, like, he surfaces back after being away from the WWE for 18 years now. And he's been gone, and he has so many feuds with all these people. And then they choose to finally bury the hatchet, induct him into the Hall of Fame, which was...
Why didn't they induct him first time?
Because he just went away from the company on bad terms. And he went away, came back. They inducted him into the Hall of Fame that Saturday, which April 4th? No, 5th. Yeah, April 5th. And then he shows up, does his speech, and acceptance and everything. Shows up WrestleMania on Sunday. Comes out, waves at the fans. Comes out Monday on Monday Night Raw. He does the whole thing about how he's now an ambassador for the WWE and he's back in the circuit and everything. He's not wrestling.
Yeah.
And he does this promo saying no WWE talent becomes a legend on its own. He's like, there comes a time when a wrestler's heart beats its final beat, his lung breathes its final breath.
That's like foreshadowing his own life.
And if what he did in his career makes the blood pump through the veins of the crowd, then he is a true legend. Next day, lands in Arizona, starts walking to his car, dead.
Heart attack.
That's what they're saying. Nancy Grace. This is where the rant comes in. Yeah.
Pants are riding up.
Turned into a wrestling cast.
That's alright. I can only go up to like when John Cena came into the picture and made everything horrible.
2002 is when he debuted.
Yeah. God, did not like John Cena. He was good for the first 2 minutes that he was out on the ring, and then he got him.
Because you can't see him.
Yeah, barely you can't.
But Hulk Hogan, brother.
Hulkmania.
Pasta Mania.
His whole how many minutes was that? Gremlins?
I don't know.
5, 2, 3.
Sure.
Somewhere in the 5 to 1 minute range.
Nancy Grace. I didn't forget about you.
Girl.
No, here's what she did. It was the night after. It was Wednesday. She, on her show, did a story about the Ultimate Warrior, and what everyone thought was just going to be, oh, she's going to talk about his career because she had Diamond Dallas Page come on and talk about him, which is what everyone thought, but it just turned into a grill session and talking about steroids and how it's killed so many people, and she had a list of all of these wrestlers that died at a young age, and she said that all of them had died from steroids and drugs, and Owen Hart's name was on there, which you probably don't know. Owen Hart died from a fall off of a zip line and hit the turnbuckle and died like that.
But she put
He
it as
didn't
drugs.
die from drugs or steroids.
Maybe he was on them, but
There is now a petition with 15,000 votes to get Nancy Grace taken off of television.
because
and I
of her
signed
stupidity.
it.
So wait, because of her own stupidity, she said this.
Because of her ignorant opinions, just going out on these wild accusations about, oh, these people do drugs and blah, 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 blah. And Diamond Dallas Page was like, had I known that this would have been an interview about steroids, I would have never done this. I thought we were going to go on there and talk about the Warrior and blah, blah, blah. But Nancy Grace is so dumb.
The thing that bothers me is, how is the zipline related to roids? Or drugs, unless it's
wrestling.
like drug.
Wrestling.
Unless he was like on them and like he was like, oh, drop.
No, it was a cable malfunction. He was going as the Blue Rocket or something like that. I can't remember.
Did he die on the spot, or was it?
No, I
he
can't
succumbed to
remember.
injuries?
I can't remember. I wasn't watching it or around whenever.
No.
I wasn't consciously watching it whenever.
Wasn't there.
But like, I signed a petition. Like 15,000 people to get Nancy Grace taken off of television. There's so many people on Twitter. Hashtag cancel Nancy Grace, I might add. I know, I went on a rant. It's not like me, I'm sorry. Not sorry to Nancy Grace, though.
So we have nothing to
Shit,
back up
said
with
that.
sound effects right now. So you know what? I'm gonna do it.
What?
Sword sound.
That's
We hadn't anything that invoked a sound effect, so I have to.
It's true.
Oh god, clank.
When did we start? It's been over 30 minutes probably, hasn't it?
Wrap
Alright.
up then.
Okay. So, thank you guys for watching.
Hashtag Nancy Grace.
Hashtag cancel Nancy Grace. Cancel Nancy Grace. You can set that wherever you want if you want. It'll be in the description.
Hashtag Jack Davis.
Jack Davis.
Jack Davis.
Okay. Twitter.com/goinsidethemind /goinsidethemind. Facebook.com/MarvelsOfTheMind. YouTube.com/
Oh, come
Marvels of
on.
the Mind. You click that like button below, go up wherever it is and click that subscribe button, right? Is that about it?
If you want to indulge yourself in one of our channels, personal channels, mine will soon be up once I get a profile picture
Yeah.
and a screen thing. and a stable thing of videos, I will have it at www.youtube.com, I believe, / Pickle Sores,
He
all
forgot.
lowercase.
He said /
PICKLESAURS.
But follow us, subscribe to us, like us on Facebook, like the video, favorite it, blah blah blah, do whatever it is to get this video wherever possible.
Fun fact, if you want to add me on Xbox Live, you can, because I will accept it.
Me too.
And the first whoever gets to the max amount of ours will stay there until you stay offline forever.
Max amount of friends, you mean?
Yeah, you got a max amount of friends.
100.
Yeah, so if you're in that top 100,
I'm already at like 40.
well, I'm only on like 30. So
All right.
I need to get rid of all these
His,
people.
how do you spell yours?
Capital PICKLESAURS. Spelled wrong, yes, I know.
Mine is K1113R capital I N5 T1NCT, and yes, that spells Killer Instinct. Once again, I'm Sean Davis,
And I'm Jack.
and we are Marvels of the Mind, where it's all about the people. You guys have a great night.
Kaboom.